Going for you, Drew. On my way. Reality. Awesome, kid.
Hey guys, what's going on? Drewzy here, and today I've got another brand new Smite video for you guys. And today, as you can tell from the screenshot, as you can tell from the title, I am doing a build guide for Poseidon in Arena, because I think Poseidon is arguably one of the best mages in the game, and he is one of my favorite mages for Arena. His CC, his abilities, everything about him is so good for Arena. So I'm going to show you the build guide here. I'm going to obviously have some gameplay for you here in the background, and just going to show you essentially how I play Poseidon, a new build that I've started playing with him that I feel has been really effective for me. So I'm by no means trying to come out here and say that I'm really good at playing Poseidon. I just thought I wanted to show you guys a great build and try to give you some tips, try to give you some reasons as to why I chose the items that I chose. So while I'm showing this gameplay, I will be dying in it. I'm by no means perfect, but I am, as you saw there, I am skipping any deaths. I am skipping me going back to the store to buy items, and then I'm going to try to explain the items though anyways, the ones that I purchased. So as you see, my first item that I purchased fully was the penetration boots, which is the first item in that tree. Usually I will go cooldown boots with most mages, but for this build I found that I had just enough cooldown reduction that I didn't need to get the cooldown boots for this build. Now you can go with cooldown boots, it's by no means a bad idea, but I'm going to also be getting two other items that are going to be giving me reduction in cooldown. So I don't think you really need the cooldown boots. You can get the cooldown boots early game if you want. I think it might help him sustain earlier, and then switch it up for the damage boots in the late game phases. But in Arena, these matches are generally really fast. You're not really going to have a lot of chance to really have a lot of wiggle room with your items. But anyways, so the big focus that I generally do when I play Poseidon is kind of poke him around. That was a terrible ultimate, as you can see, I didn't hit anybody. But I generally try to focus on minions first, early in the game. Because in Arena especially, minions can be the end-all, kill-all of your team. If you do not have someone focusing on minions, you could be in for a really bad time. So I generally try to be one of the people that focuses on them. Generally, I think mages and or hunters are probably the best for that. Most guardians aren't really going to be minion killers. As you see there, I use beats to get out Ares' ultimate. I mean, the team comp that we're fighting against was extremely effective. They had a lot of damage potential. And, Ares is just so dangerous right now. Raijin is a good combo to go along with Ares. I mean, Poseidon's a great combo to go along with Ares as well. But I know my friend was playing a Khepri in this gameplay. So, not the greatest comp for Poseidon. And another big tip for Poseidon, obviously, the build is crucial, but at the same time, the team comp is equally as crucial, in my opinion, with any build that you're playing. If you do not have a good team comp, it can really affect you. So my team had two assassins, which I find habitually in arena-based games is that people go double assassins, or they just go all damage and one minuscule tank, and it just, to me, that's going to really hinder the rest of your team if you're just going with assassins all the time. I have constantly stated, or will in future videos, that I think assassins are trash. I don't like them versus hunters. I think hunters provide much more value, in my opinion. Assassins need to get kills early game. They need to be able to be built for late game, or else they're going to be completely worthless. So I think that that's the struggle with it, is that assassins need to be strong early game. But I digress. I'm showing you Poseidon gameplay. I'm not here to whine and complain about how much I fucking hate assassins. So anyways, they also have a very powerful assassin in Thanatos. As you see there, Thanatos uses his ultimate. I got a good ult there, which helped my two assassins get 2 kills. I unfortunately didn't get credit for any of them. I also find that Poseidon gets a lot of assists. As you see right there, I helped Kali get a kill. And that's okay. You can get assists early game. The assists still are very beneficial for you. Obviously, everybody wants a high KD and all that stuff. I'm not overly concerned with a high KD. I'm more concerned with winning the match. If I go 0-75 and we win, you know, yeah, I'm going to be a little upset because I did terrible, but as long as we won the match, in my opinion, that's all that matters. I'm more concerned with my winning percentage with, you know, in Smite, not so much, you know, me having 4 billion kills and, you know, 4 deaths. Like, I don't care about that. So, I know that's not the gameplay style I play. So if you're expecting that, if you're expecting to watch matches of me going 35 and 2, you know, well, if that ever happens, trust me, I will post it. Hopefully I have it recording, but I don't do that very often. Generally, I find in arena-based matches, you're looking for, and Raijin able to sneak up and kill me there, you're looking for, 6 to 10 kills. Generally, 6 to 10 kills is about all you're realistically going to get in arena in most matches. Now, there are going to be special matches where you can go really high and get, you know, high double-digit kills, maybe even in the 20s. Realistically, though, in my opinion, most arena matches, you're going to get anywhere between 6 to 10 kills, and if that's what you're going for, great. You know, obviously go for as many kills as humanly possible, because getting kills obviously helps your team. Every kill against a god is 5 tickets in your favor. As you see the ticket line there, we're only down by 3 right now. We're keeping it fairly close. We are down by 1 kill in the kills department. It's 11-12, but, you know, so far, like I said, I'm just focusing on minions. I'm just trying to get as many minion kills as I can, try to help my team in that department. I did go with my second item. I went with Gem of Isolation. I love Gem of Isolation for Poseidon. It's almost a must-need, just because the Gem of Isolation gives you that slow, and with his Whirlpool ability, as well as with his ultimate, the Gem of Isolation, the slow that it gives you is just so beneficial and just helps you out significantly. So I would highly suggest Gem of Isolation. I think it is one of the most needed items for Poseidon in any build on any type of match, arena especially, because you need to have the CC. The CC is the crucial part of Poseidon in arena, is that he needs to be able to help control the battlefield for your team. So the one thing I don't know if you've really been noticing as I've been playing this match type is mana has been a big issue. Mana is, of course, the blue bar underneath the green bar, which is my health. Unfortunately, I find in arena oftentimes that my mana seems to drain very quickly. I don't buy a lot of items that give you additional mana. So the cooldown boots, again, going back to that, is very useful in that department because it gives you base mana with those boots. So if you're finding trouble with mana early game, which generally I find with most mages, I would highly suggest going with the cooldown boots over the penetration boots, because you're going to lose out on that additional mana pool. You see, they're a great dodge on my part from Thanatos. So then if I'm going to break down some of Poseidon's abilities to kind of help you, generally use him, his third ability is the Whirlpool ability, which you saw helped me get that first kill. His second one is his Trident. So his Trident will shoot 3 beams of, basically water out of them instead of the one. As you see there, it's shooting multiple shots out of it. His primary basic attack is just 1 shot instead of 3, so the Trident gives him that additional attack speed, which helps him build his passive back up, as well as it's just good at killing minions. Also, his first ability is great at killing minions. His Whirlpool is I mostly use it as a poke and as an annoyance. I mean, that is the main thing that you're doing with Whirlpool, or you just use it to help your team get additional kills. So as you see here, I picked up the mana camp. I try to pick up the mana camp with Poseidon as much as possible. I don't really worry so much about damage and things like that, because I feel like there's other teammates that could probably use it more effectively. As you see here, we got a pretty good team group attack going on here. We had Hunbats cast a nice ultimate, which I was able to complement it with my ultimate and get a kill. So the third item, as you see here, I went with Chronos Pendant. So Chronos Pendant, as you see, has a cooldown timer that gives you a 1-second reduction on all cooldowns on all your abilities that have cooldowns currently active. So it's just highly effective. Chronos Pendant is so almost necessary in mages now. With Season 4, the update they made to Chronos Pendant, they really made it a very viable option. The problem with Chronos Pendant is now it's extremely expensive. It was much cheaper prior to Season 4, but since Season 4 released, they really emphasized Chronos Pendant in being more of a luxury item, more so than a necessity item for mages, but it's still a necessity item for mages, so that's the unfortunate part, is you're going to have to really kind of watch your gold, really kind of focus on trying to get that as early as possible, because it's just going to make you so much stronger. I mean, being able to use your abilities with any mage more often, it's just going to make you that much stronger, give you the more potential for kills, more potential to get gold. As you see, another kill with my ultimate. So I start, vastly improving with my ultimate game here in this part of the match, and I just sneak out from dying there. So the fourth ability that I go with is Spear of Desolation. So Spear of Desolation is a penetration item in the penetration tree. It also has cooldown. That's one of the main reasons why I didn't go with cooldown boots, because now I have two items that give me cooldown. Chronos Pendant just gives so much cooldown reduction, and Spear of Desolation does a good amount of magic damage. It does a good amount of penetration. It gives you, I believe, 20 penetration, plus it gives you that cooldown reduction, which is very, very nice. And they made it much cheaper for midway through Season 4 so far. I wouldn't say midway, but a couple updates into Season 4, they lowered the cost of Spear of Desolation, which makes it much more viable for a lot of builds. So I've been using it a lot on my mage builds, especially Poseidon. I feel like it really gives him some good damage, and the cooldown reduction is very, very nice, which then allows me to be able to pump out a little bit more damage because I'm not using the cooldown boots. So again, just kind of floating around here, just kind of staying back. I mean, with Poseidon, he's a mage, so he doesn't have a lot of escape potential, so you're going to want to play very passive with him. You're not going to want to be up in the fray doing a lot of damage. His Whirlpool can fight at a distance for you. All of his abilities really have range to it. The Kraken is the only thing where his ultimate, you're really going to have to get up in them. So generally, you're going to want to play with someone like, if I was playing with Ares, which is of course on the other team, if I had an Ares, he could pull as many gods like he's doing right now. He could use his pull, and then I could just use the ultimate. But I find a lot of times with Poseidon, if I'm playing against an Ares, I generally use the ultimate as much as I can, and that was another bad ultimate on my part. I generally use the ultimate to try to damage people in that Ares is pulling. So when Ares pulls, generally his team, so there I snuck a Whirlpool kill in there and helped Kali get one. I generally use my ultimate to affect the other team when they have someone pulling their thing. And there's a great use of the Whirlpool. I was able to slow Bamana. Unfortunately, he's got an escape, so I was able to get away. But I was able to Whirlpool him yet again and steal another kill. So just using the Whirlpool more as a annoyance factor and just knowing where to place it. That one, she was just a little out of reach. You want to use the Whirlpool to your own advantage to not only save yourself, do some damage. So see there, I'm trying to slow Thanatos down, and my friend Sean was able to get the kill with his Kepri. You just want to use the Whirlpool completely to your advantage and to your team's advantage. You don't want to use Whirlpool to take out minions. You want to use Whirlpool to use it against enemy gods. So, kind of getting back to the match here. So we are still losing. We're down a little bit further in tickets. We're not down by 3 anymore. We're down significantly more, down by 20-some. And my fifth item, I went with Bancross Talon. Bancross Talon is so much better in Season 4. High-Res did a phenomenal job, I think, with Bancross Talon and really making it a lot better. I don't have my beads here, so I actually did, so Ares wasn't able to get me. So as you see, I just kind of sit sometimes with my ultimate to use it in situations, but Bamana, his ultimate, every damage he takes, he gets life in return. So there, see, I wait and use it on Xin Wei when she was vulnerable. My friend Sean uses good Kepri ultimate to get me out of harm's way there. My Whirlpool was a little slowed, but I was able to help Hun Bats use his ultimate there. So, I mean, again, you're just going to want to use the Whirlpool to assist your team. That's going to be your best bet. And you're just going to want to focus on minions as much as possible. Try to, keep the tickets as close as possible. So here we're down by 2. So we made a nice little comeback. We are ahead in the kills department, but a lot of teams just assume if I just get a crap load of kills and I don't focus on minions, I'll be fine. And sometimes, yes, that can work for you, but generally 9 out of 10 times we find that if we don't have someone focusing on minions most of the match, then we lose. Almost hands down. I was able to get a good ultimate there. Along with my Whirlpool, was able to slow, but Bamana, I believe, gets away. Yeah, he's able to get away, and I just take too much damage, so I got to retreat. My friend does an amazing Kepri pull here to get me out of harm's way. But yeah, so you're just going to want to focus on minions. You're going to want, obviously to use his ultimate to poke as many gods as possible. Try not to use it on one god, but if you get a kill with an ultimate, I always say, if you can get one kill with one ultimate, it's always worth it. So, cast his ultimate as much as possible when the opportunity presents itself, but don't waste it. Don't waste the opportunity to be effective with his ultimate. So we're now tied in tickets. So we've made a nice little comeback for ourselves. We still have a nice kill lead, and we just increased that, so now we have an even bigger advantage. But it looks like we weren't focusing on minions enough because we are obviously not severely winning this match. So I'm starting to build my last item here. I don't believe I get to it, but I was going with what we call Rada to Booty, but it is Rada to Hootie is the actual item. I am going towards Ratatouille for my last item. Now, Ratatouille just gives you base magic damage. As you see, I got another good ultimate mixed with the Whirlpool. If you can mix the Whirlpool and the ultimate combo together, I put the Whirlpool down there because Ares was going to fall into it, and then I was able to push him into it for the double kill. And now I'm just trying to run away from Thanatos. Thanatos, I believe, comes to ult me, but I'm able to kind of get away. Able to drop my Whirlpool behind. I wasn't able to kill, but I was able to sneak in kills in way. But unfortunately, Raijin put off a good ultimate, was able to kill Nuwa. We lost 0-5 in this match, so this one wasn't able to be a win, even though we had more kills. But again, focus on minions, guys. I can't stress that enough. But I had a very good match still with Poseidon, as you see. The stats here at the end of the match, was able to do good damage, had 9 kills. So, you know, in the middle, you know, up towards the upper echelon of what I said, 6 to 10 kills generally in an arena match. So, here's the build. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Wasn't able to completely finish the builds, unfortunately. Wasn't able to get enough gold for that, but if you guys like the build, please leave a like and a comment in the bottom of this video. I'm going to be posting more build guides. I'm going to be posting a lot more Smite videos here on this channel. So if you like the channel, if you liked my commentary, if you liked, you know, everything that you saw here today, also, you know, subscribe again. Please leave a comment. I will comment based on your stuff, and leave suggestions if you guys want to leave suggestions for me in the future. So thanks you guys again for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And my name is Drewzy, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.